This is a bit crazy though, okay? Like usually we have Sunday open mics, but this is a mad amount of number. Are a lot of you audience members?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mad. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for coming. That's a great, yeah. I love the audience because of this. Because one person needs to clap, and then all 40 of you are like, oh, I have to clap. It's a big pressure right now. Okay, welcome to today afternoon's Poetry Open Mic. My name is Harsh, and I'll be your host for today afternoon. It's really going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. A lot of you, some of you are first timers. Can we just, I don't know, raise a hand, hoot, whatever you're comfortable. How many of you are first time? No, I say randomly. No. Okay, cool. Thank you. Cool. Welcome. I hope you're gonna have fun. Basic rules I'll begin with. We have 4 minutes, okay? We were experimenting with time last week, but today, since a good amount of people, we'll experiment with 4 minutes today. 3 minutes, 30 seconds behind that, there's a timer that's going on. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, you'll get a light behind. And once that light comes in, that means you have 30 more seconds to wrap up your piece. Take those 30 seconds and then wrap up your piece. In 4 minutes, you can do 4 pieces, 16 pieces, how many ever you want, as long as you respect the 4 minutes, because we have a lot of performers and we have a show after this, so I just want each one to get their own time and space to be able to share. So 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 seconds to do that. Second, this is more of a suggestion from my side more than a rule. It's a Sunday. You got up, you got ready, you came here. So have fun. I mean, you come all the way. Yeah, I'm going to have fun, okay? And I want you also guys to have fun. So it's going to be an equal contribution towards having fun collectively, okay? So you put a lot of effort. Respect that for yourself and have fun. Third, if you fumble, if you fuck up, this could be your first time or not your first time. If you fumble in any, like right now, it's okay, right? Don't take so much stress. It's an open mic, it's fine. You're here to try your stuff out. If you fumble, it's okay. No one's going to be like, I expected you to be perfect, get out now, right? So just, you're here to share. Share it honestly, that's all. I think people will resonate with you as long as you're being honest with your work. So that. Fourth, if you have any kind of trigger in your pieces, please give a trigger warning. I really think it's helpful, and it has helped us in the last few weeks. If anyone does give a trigger warning, and you can just step out for like 4 minutes till their piece is done, you can come back, join in, we can continue. Because also it's a Sunday, right? Like, how many of you are working? How many of you are working today? Give me a cheer, give me a hoot, anything? No? Hey, not us. Except us. Except us. How many? No one is working? No. So let's not ruin someone's day, okay? People have plans to do. People have things to do today. It's one day. A lot of people work from Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. एक दिन मिलता है यार. उसमें तुम trigger करके रख दोगे तो फिर. And it's not like the world is any less, right? So let's not make it any worse for us. So yeah, that's about it. That's the most basic rules that we have. When I host, I like interaction. Some of you I've seen you before open mics. A lot of you are new. It's going to be fun having this interaction, trying to know each other. I want to do a quick, okay, like a quick round of understanding how you are feeling. So I'll ask one by one how you're feeling. You can just tell me an emotion. You don't have to justify why, because no one needs to know why. No, it's not a bad way. Like, I'm saying you're building empathy because you don't want to know what, like, because the minds get curious, but it's not like that kind of curious. It's like, like gossip kind of curious. So I'll just go around asking. You just tell how you're feeling. If you don't want to answer, you can just say no. It's fine. It's not a compulsion to do this, okay? So we can start with you. Yeah.
Nervous.
Nervous, okay?
Excited.
Excited?
Excited.
Excited.
I'm good.
Good, okay.
Great.
Great, okay. Guys, good and great are not emotions, but okay.
Okay.
Okayish, okay.
Excited.
Excited?
Nervous plus excited.
Nervous plus excited?
Positive.
Positive, that's nice.
Excited to see my friend.
Oh, that's cute. Excited to see your friend, yeah, okay. Feeling wonderful, okay.
Happy.
Happy?
Happy.
Okay.
Bit hungry.
Okay. That reminds me, we have a great menu and you guys should definitely order. And the best sellers are everything. So suit yourself and buy. Hey, it's been 5 years I've been working and I've tried everything on the menu. We have new menu also. So please make yourself comfortable and please order. No pressure, okay? Excited, okay?
Extremely excited.
Extremely excited, okay, thank you.
Curious and excited.
Curious and excited, okay?
Confused.
Confused, okay.
Excited.
Okay,
Happy.
thank you, okay.
I just reached.
How are you feeling? Without any explanation, how are you feeling? Just emotions.
Cool.
Cool, okay. I should do what my therapist does. She showed me a chart and she's like, yeah, super cool is not in the chart. Can you figure out an actual emotion from the chat? But okay, super cool and cool. Okay.
Nervous.
Nervous?
Nervous, happy, relaxed.
Nervous, happy, relaxed? Man.
That's in life, I think, right now. But
Okay.
nervous about
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Nalini and Arsh.
Yeah, hi.
Good.
I'm relaxed.
Oh, relax. Yes, Arsh.
I am feeling relieved.
Relieved. That's a new emotion. Yeah, we'll see. The curiosity is there, right? Why is he relieved? We'll not find out. No, it's gone with the wind. That's about it. Also, we're live streaming this. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, we have a YouTube channel. It's called The Habitat Studios. Yeah. So it's on our YouTube channel. If you haven't, then like, share, subscribe, etc. The live stream is there. You can take the link from there and send it to people right now. If you're going to be performing or send it to people after the show, it's still going to be there. You can also remove, download the video and take your bit and put it out on social media. Please do give credit because that's it. Yeah. And if I need to give reason to why you have to give credit, then the conversation is pointless. And the photos, everyone's photos will be clicked, okay? I don't know why people sometimes come after the show and they have no other doubt except, did you click my picture? And they're like, we did everyone's, so it's, very even. Pictures will be clicked and they will be sent to your DM in a couple of days, like 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Give us some time. We'll give it to you, okay? Don't panic. So someone called me at 6:30 in the morning once. Called me, not even texted, called me.
Sounds like me.
Yeah? I'm sorry, okay. I didn't know this was going to happen today. I was not ready for this. Shit. Now can I talk about you to other people saying what?
I'm kidding.
Okay. No, I know. And I wake up at 12, okay? In the afternoon. So like 6 is like my half asleep. Like you can't wake me up then. This person calls him without introducing, without saying anything, says, where's my poetry open mic pictures? And I'm like, who are you, dude? Like, I'm so sleepy, I have no idea. But yeah, so you'll get it, okay? Okay? For me, I'm feeling very nervous and excited, okay? And generally, I try different topics when it comes to open mics to try to, have a conversation, learn something new from people. Today, I'm going to try something very new that I don't think anyone has ever tried in poetry open mics at all. And I'm a little nervous and excited about it, so I hope you guys will like it. And I'm going to talk about love and heartbreak, okay? Sorry. I know, right? First time ever. It's not like anyone's ever written about love. Any poet at all wants to write about love. I've met half the people 5 years away who have started writing because of their heartbreak or their love. So we'll explore that, okay? That's about it. Now we'll do a mock. I like doing this. Today we have more audience, so it's going to be fun. I like to do a mock, okay? I'm going to call an anonymous person, so random person, okay? You guys have to clap and hoot like they're your best friend and pretend like the energy is there, okay? For the rest of the show. Sorry?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I know I was just about to start the projector and PPT after this group discussion. Okay. Na. Great. So this is the energy you've set for yourself. I can't tell you anything. You only set it for yourself. So make sure you keep this energy going, okay? And for me, you don't, again, like I said, you don't have to clap necessarily, okay? You just listen, have a conversation with me, it's great. Keep that energy for other people because I will make you clap for a lot of people. Just listen to me. Don't have the pressure. If one of you wants to clap, clap, it's fine. Don't feel, don't feel like the odd one out. Don't want to pressure. If you don't feel like clapping, don't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the demonstration. Okay, cool. We have a bunch of people. Are you guys excited? मेरा बहुत हो गया बात करना, अब मैं जा रहा हूँ, ठीक है? We'll call the first person. We'll have this fun time. Are you guys excited to begin today's open mic? Yeah? Yes. Okay. First person, start clapping. First person. Go Mac. Can you please have Raj? He's coming, guys, all the way from there. Keep clapping till he comes on stage.
Hi. This piece is a funny one. There's no trigger warning, but don't judge me. It's just my observation of life. कविता का शीर्षक है कविता. मैं तुम पर एक कविता लिखूंगा। तुम पे, तुम पर, तुम पे और तुम पर भी लिखूंगा। तुम्हारी घनी जुल्फों पर, तुम्हारी नशीली आंखों पर, तुम्हारी मदमस्त हंसी पर मैं अपनी हर प्रेमिका के लिए एक कविता जरूर लिखूंगा। कैसे समाज के दायरों को तोड़कर मैं तुम्हें रास आया था, जैसे किसी प्यासे को रेगिस्तान में शरबत बख्श दिया था। जैसे तुमने मेरी आंखों में खुद को पाया था, वैसे ही जैसे अली बाबा को खजाना हाथ लगा था। कैसे कैसे हमने एक दूसरे को तराशा था। उन यादों को अब और याद ना करूंगा, मगर एक कविता मैं तुम पर जरूर लिखूंगा। तुमने मुझ पर अपने आप को चुना था, वक्त बदलते तुमने बदलाव को चुना था। मेरा चुनना ना चुनना नेस्तो नाबूद कर दिया था, और उसी आक्रोश में मैंने कलम को चुना था। आज बड़ी तहजीब से तुम्हारे दामन पे कीचड़ उछालूंगा। एक कविता मैं तुम पर जरूर लिखूंगा। तुम्हें भुलाने के जोश में किसी और को अपना चुका हूं। खुद का तो ना हो पाया, लेकिन किसी का तो होना चाहता हूं। आंखों में डूबकर दिल में बसना चाहता हूं, बातों में खोकर जहन में उतरना चाहता हूं। अब इसके साथ भी बात ना बनी तो रुकना भी नहीं चाहता हूं। न जाने इस तलब की बर्बरता को कैसे छुपाऊंगा, मगर एक कविता मैं तुम पर जरूर लिखूंगा। शुक्रिया।
Thank you so much, Raj. Always a pleasure listening to you. Can we please have another round of applause for him? Okay. Should we call the next person? I like this blank. This no one. Should I say something? Should I not? Am I? ठीक है, चलो. Next person is a first timer, okay? Also this, if you're not a first timer, if you feel nervous, you can say it's a first time. I don't know why people feel the need to be like, oh yeah, first time, great, like full energy, full like commitment, full happiness. So like, if you're not, but the next person is a first timer. So, you know what to do, you know what to do. Can we please have Dr. Amit?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for you'll have to bear me another 4 minutes. I just want to give a disclaimer, small एक anecdote है. मतलब when I was in 9th standard in school, so हमें किताब पढ़ने के लिए बोला जाता था कि you should stand on your place and then start reading your textbook. तो एक हरियाणवी मनुष्य की कहानी थी. तो there was a point in his life where he wanted to get his daughter married. तो जैसे उसकी बेटी की शादी होती है, वहाँ पे एक लाइन लिखा था कि गोपी कहता है, यदि मेरी बेटी की शादी हो जाए तो मैं गंगा नहा लूँगा। अब क्लास शुरू होने के पहले से मेरे मन में ये था, मैं कहीं गंगा को नंगा ना पढ़ दूँ। तो शुरुआत से मेरे दिमाग में ये था कि मैं कहीं नंगा ना पढ़ दूँ, और मैं इसी सोच में मैं पढ़ते जा रहा हूँ और टू माई सरप्राइज एंड टू एवरीवन सरप्राइज मैंने उसे नंगा ही पढ़ा सबके सामने। तो ये एक छोटा सा डिस्क्लेमर है दैट आई माइट एम्बैरेस माई सेल्फ, सो प्लीज़ लाफ एंड अवॉइड इग्नोर दैट फीलिंग, ठीक है। सो एंड एक और चीज़ है कि हम जब हम कविता लिखते हैं, यूजुअली कैसा होता है कि हम किसी पिछले घटे हुए चीज़ पर लिखते हैं कि वी देयर वाज समथिंग विद अस, समवन विद अस, एंड फिर उसके जाने के बाद जो एक खालीपन रहता है, जब हम वो जीते हैं तो उसके बारे में लिखते हैं, या फिर हम कुछ पाना चाहते हैं जो हमारे पास नहीं है तो उसको दिमाग में रखते हुए लिखते हैं। तो आई वॉन्ट टू फिनिश 2 pieces, आई ट्राई, अगर नहीं हुआ तो आई मूव ऑन विथ 1, ठीक है। तो पहला उसी के लिए, सेकंड पार्ट के लिए कि एक ऐसी मुलाकात, ये एक मन गढ़ंत कहानियों के ऊपर है। ये इस कविता के सारे पात्र हाँ काल्पनिक है, उनका कोई भी लेना देना नहीं है हमारे वास्तविक जीवन से। सो अनदर डिस्क्लेमर फॉर यू। एक ऐसी मुलाकात। मुस्कुरा नहीं पाता हूँ खुलकर तुमसे मिलने पर आजकल, बिछड़ने का गम का डर बना रहता है, जो गले लगाया यूँ तुमने मुझे, पिघल गया हूँ मोम की तरह। किस कदर तेरे दिल ने मेरे दिल में आग लगाई है, लाखों जल गए देखकर हमें जो मिलने लगे थे हम अक्सर। जब तू चली जाती है छोड़कर, लगता है इन्होंने ही नज़र लगाई है। उतार दूँ मैं ये नज़र तुम्हारे माथे को चूम कर, उतार दूँ मैं ये नज़र तुम्हारे माथे को चूम कर, बस दिक्कत इस बात की है कि तेरे होठ बुरा ना मान जाए मेरे होठों से दूर होकर। तेरे इत्र की खुशबू, शुक्रिया, तेरे इत्र की खुशबू अब भी ताज़ी है मेरी बाहों में, मेरे जहन में और मेरे चादर की सिलवटों में। तेरा होना मुझे मदहोश कर देता है और न होना मुझे बेहोश कर देता है। होश कहाँ से लाऊं अब मैं जो मिला तेरी आगोश से। तेरा होना एक संगीत है और न होना एक कविता। मैं तो केवल स्याही हूँ जो तेरी धुन पर हूँ चलता। एक दिन ज़रूर हम खुलकर मुस्कुराएंगे जब थमा होगा वक्त और तारे धरती पर आएंगे। एक ऐसी मुलाकात। सो दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट पीस। तो अब ये एक दूसरी कविता है जिसका शीर्षक है यादों की हवा। सो आई विल स्टार्ट। आज हवा ने अचानक खिड़की पर दस्तक दी। जैसे ही मैंने किवाड़ खोले मुझसे लिपट कर मुझे गले लगा लिया। मैंने मुंह टेढ़ा कर कह दिया, मिल गया तुम्हें आज समय। मानो जैसे उस हवा में मेरी महबूबा की महक हो और मैं उससे नाराज़गी जता रहा हूँ, पर मैं बेवकूफ़ हूँ, हवा से बातें कर रहा हूँ। क्या याद है तुम्हें वो प्यारी सुबह, आलस, अंगड़ाइयाँ और तुम्हारे सफ़ेद रेशम के कपड़े। हवा तुम्हारी जुल्फ़ों को छेड़ती, खिड़की पर लगे पर्दे से खेलती। पता है आज यह वही हवा है जो मुझे जलाने आई है, मेरे भीतर लगे आग को हवा दे रही है। यह वही हवा है जो हमारे चाय को ठंडा करती जब हम दोनों एक दूसरे को एकटक देखते हैं। मैं तुम्हारे आँखों पर गिरते हुए बालों को अपनी उंगलियों से हटाता, तुम मध्यम सा मुस्कुराती। तुम्हारी आँखों की चमक मेरे दिन को रोशन कर जाती। वह चादर, तुम्हारी मुस्कान, हवा और चाय की प्याली, यह मेरा जीवन था और एक हद तक मेरे दिमाग में यह मेरा जीवन अब भी है। पर हमेशा बस यह हवा लौट कर आती है, तुम नहीं। हर सुबह याद करता हूँ तुम्हें, आज भी मेरे सिरहाने तुम्हारी गोद का होना, तुम्हारे आंचल का मेरे चेहरे पर गिरना और वो सौंधी सी खुशबू तुम्हारे देह की जिस पर केवल मेरा हक था, और थोड़ा सा उस हवा का जो आज फिर मुझसे मिलने आई है। आज मैं हूँ, ये हवा है और तुम्हारी महक और तुम्हारे यादें और ठंडी पड़ी चाय। शुक्रिया।
Thank you so much. No, that's fine. Thank you so much. Can we please have another round of applause? How long have you been writing? Did you start writing recently?
No, I started writing in 2013,
Okay.
but like in proper Hindi, I have been starting writing since the last 1.5 years.
Okay. That's cool, man. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you performed. Thank you so much.
Actually, one of my friend, he pushed me to come, and today he's undergoing a surgery, so he couldn't attend this session.
Okay.
So thanks.
I
to
hope he
him.
feels better,
Yeah.
and congratulations to him that you did this. Thank you. So, love. I know, right? Okay, how many of you, give me a cheer, okay, please. Not a classroom, don't raise your hand. How many of you have been in love? Give me a cheer. Wonderful. Now, another question. How many of you have gone through a heartbreak? Give me a cheer. Heartbreak is always more loud than love for some reason. I don't know why people resonate this. Even with performers, when performers come and talk about love, people are like, yeah, this is your story, good for you. As soon as they talk about heartbreak, you're like, that's my story, dude, please. Like, you're not like, yeah, it's just bad. Okay, and everyone has had a crush at some point, right? Wait, is there anyone who's not been in a relationship at all in their lives? Anyone? You haven't? 1, 2, 3.
What about mentally?
Sorry? I mean, I was looking for in a place where someone also knows that you feel for them. It's not just like a one-sided road. But wait, to someone there, 2, 3 people of you have never been in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, see, please. I don't want to get into that. Okay, so 2, 3 of you. Okay, that's very fascinating. I want to ask why, but that's okay. It's fine. No, I'm just curious, right? Because like it's a very peer pressure thing. If you go in college, everyone's like, even I want a relationship, just because like people around me are, dating.
Don't ask happy people why they are happy.
What can I say after this now? What can I? Sorry, Parth, did I say something? Did I feel something? Did you? Okay. So I was in a boys' school till 5th grade. And it's funny now, it wasn't funny then. I don't think anything good comes out of growing up around boys, but like it happened. And my parents were like, it's not challenging enough that they're me and my brother and in a boys' school, so we should make it challenging. So they sent us to a co-ed school. And they were like, now deal with these challenges. And I don't know about you guys, and I don't know about how many of you were, in a all boys or all girls and then went to a co-ed. But it was like a new species of being existed, right? Like this never existed for me. It's only guys. Suddenly they're like, oh, okay. There's a balance. And I really think like this right now, so the balance is very important. According to me, if it's just too many men in a room, nothing good is coming out of it. So it's a good balance to have. So I found that balance in 6th, but I was very scared to talk. I was already very scared, okay? I'll give you a context. This is me today. I feel confident, I feel firm, I feel like I can do something if I want to. And this is me like 10, 12 years back. For 20 years of my life, I was scared. I couldn't really do anything. I couldn't really talk to someone. I felt like every human is like scary. But right now it's fine. So it's gotten a good growth. But at that point it was very scary. And on top of that, I couldn't talk to normal like people. I couldn't talk to guys. Talking to girls is like a whole other this. And I also feel like people should have a syllabus in school of how to talk to girls. Just all guys should have that course, right?
Yes.
I don't know how it works.
Yes.
But I think people should have a course because like we don't know how to approach. We don't know what to do. So for the first time in 6th standard, I'm doing all this. I'm trying to understand this life and look at all of this. And then I see someone. And for the first time, I didn't know what is happening inside me. It felt like the movies. Or in my head, I built it up like that because, well, if we learn from movies. So it was almost like I'm walking in slow motion in my head, okay? Everything is happening real time. In my head, this is an edited clip of me walking slow while I'm seeing like this person. And over a period of time, I didn't know it was called crush, okay? Because someone just randomly came and told me, you have a crush on her. And I'm like, what? Like, what does that mean? Like, first time someone's used it. And someone explained to me that, you feel feelings for someone, or you feel like love for someone. Love again, like we're talking about love in like 6th standard, like we knew anything. I mean, so this went on, okay? It began in 6th standard. Every time I would see her walk in the corridor, every time I like I didn't have any interaction with her because we went to different classrooms, and I was too scared to tell anyone about it because I couldn't trust my guy friends because you know how they are. And I didn't have enough friends or girls who could give me advice on this or to try to have a conversation around this. So that went on. 6th went on to 7th grade. We moved from shorts to pants. We moved from pencils to pens. We moved ahead in life. We moved to a new building. But the same feeling was the same feeling, okay? And I was so lost in that. This is the first time it's happening to me. I don't know what to do. And I was in Goa between 6th and 7th. I'd gone with family. And I don't know if you guys have done this, okay? I'm in Goa. This is the most absurd thing. In my head, we are in the middle of the sea trying to look for dolphins on a small boat. All I can think of is, what if there's another boat and she comes on it? Right? Most nonsensical like dream of life. I mean, I'm from Bangalore, so technically she was also in Bangalore, but I was just like, what if? Any place I went, I'm like, oh, what if here, what if there? And obviously it never happened. Then moved ahead to like 7th to 8th. She still had no idea. It was the same thing, the mental thing, okay? I felt like I had this crush and I didn't know how to do and what to do anything about it. We moved ahead. And that's when it happened when one of the afternoons in 8th standard, till now it's been going on, okay? I've just been feeling this for a person. In my head, I've been having these fantasies, but nothing else is happening. I'm like, cool, whatever. And then 8th standard, I don't know, some classmate of mine gets to know. He goes and says to 2 other people, who go and tell 4 other people. And by the end of the lunch break, my whole class knows that I have a crush on her. And not only this, her whole class, including her for the first time ever, knew that I had a crush on her. Now, that attention was too much. When I came after lunch, I'm like, why is everyone like looking at me? Suddenly, why do I exist like for you guys? Why is this? So that day happened. And then I got a note in that very day afterwards saying that we should meet today. Yeah? Yeah, I know, right? I know. Yeah. So, yeah, it took me 3 years. I'm a clear player. So I clearly did the best thing. And after school, when I saw her from a distance of her walking towards me, I ran. I'm like, I can't do this. This is too hard for me to like take. So I can't have this conversation. Because in my head, I've had this conversation multiple times. But for real, how do you have a conversation with a person just like that and say, hi, I like you? It's okay. So now it's easy. Now, man, I can just,
Sure.
But I feel like then it was very hard to even like have a conversation. So that day goes by, I ditch. Because I'm like, that's the best thing to do, right? But I obviously forgot that I have to come back to school tomorrow. And there'll be my whole class and her whole class waiting. So I come back and I again get a note. Again mentioning that, okay, we should meet today. Nothing, don't stress and all, okay? And I'm like, that sentence itself is very stressful to think about. So I met this friend of mine in school. And this friend of mine, to describe, he was the player, okay? He was in school. Player as in like, he could talk to girls confidently. He was like, people liked him. He had a good personality, all of that jazz. So he was like, abhi jaake baat karna itna easy hai. I'm like, what? You're saying it so casually. Like for you, it's like whatever, simple. It's not that simple. He's like, okay, after school we'll go together. I'll be around you. You can go talk eventually. I'm like, okay, fine. School gets over. 2 of us are standing outside school. We had to cross the road and wait on the other side. So we cross the road, wait on the other side. And now I see, not her, but like 5 other people with her walking with 6 girls walking in our direction, right? And now I'm like, ek se baat nahi ho raha mera, 6 log aa rahe, how will I have this conversation? And I'm telling my friend, no. And now they're in front of me walking. I can't even like run. I wanted to. I really wanted to. But then he's like, it's okay, calm down, whatever. So hum thoda, now the group joined us. No one said anything. We started walking thoda aage. Now after a point, the group stood and she went and stood aage. Right? What's the best thing to do at this point? What would you do, sir? If you saw your crush going ahead and standing and the group of friends are here and you are with the group of friends, what would you do? Would you go approach?
I'd faint.
Oh, you'd faint. Okay. But would you want to approach, right?
Yes.
I just stood there and I'm just talking to all of these guys saying, हाँ सब चल रहा है ना, ठीक चल रहा है. And they're like, fucker, go there, dude. Like the whole point we did this was for you to go there. And I'm freaking out. So I go to her and I'm like, and I'm just standing next to her and we're walking and it's very scary. Okay, just walking. And I'm just like, hi. How was school? Good. How was yours? Good. So what plans? I'll go home. What about you? Me too, yeah. I'm gonna go home. And that was our first ever conversation, okay? That was the first ever time we had this conversation, and then that's about it. And I felt like love was that toddler who was curious about everything. It felt like love wanted to, or I wanted to, fall and tumble and experience and laugh and cry and enjoy the naivety of this love because it was so pure in that moment. I didn't realize what I was feeling because I was having an out-of-body experience, but I felt like it felt very real. It was an out-of-body experience. I didn't think I was talking to that person at that point for those 5 minutes. But yeah, I felt like it was a nice space to be in and to be a toddler in love. I mean, I don't think I was in love, but like, you know what it is, right? Cool. I'll come back. We'll continue this. Wow, okay. That was okay, nice. Smooth. Thank you, one person. Okay. No pressure, guys. No pressure, any of you. It's not like I can see you. Okay, next person. Cool. Okay. Can you please have Rahul?
Hi, my name is Rahul and this is my first time at Habitat. I'm here to do a poetry and the title is कुछ अनकही बातें. कुछ बात है जो मैं तुमसे कहना चाहता हूँ पर मैं वो कह नहीं पा रहा हूँ. कुछ बात है जो मैं तुमसे कहना चाहता हूँ पर मैं वो कह नहीं पा रहा हूँ. उस बात का मुझ पे बोझ इतना है कि मैं वो सह नहीं पा रहा हूँ. कितनी अजीब बात है ना, मैंने अब तक तुम्हें पाया नहीं है पर मैं फिर भी तुम्हें खोने से डरता हूँ. मैंने अब तक तुम्हें पाया नहीं है पर मैं फिर भी तुम्हें खोने से डरता हूँ कि तुम ही मेरी जीने की वजह हो और मैं तुम पे ही मरता हूँ. गलती थी मेरी सिर्फ एक की, तुझ पे दिल आ गया। गलती थी मेरी सिर्फ एक की, तुझ पे दिल आ गया। ये मोहब्बत के चक्कर में मेरे बजट से ज़्यादा तो मेरा बिल आ गया। फिर भी दिल ये ज़िद्दी सुनेगा नहीं। तुम्हारे लिए कोई कुछ कहे तो ये सुनेगा नहीं। तुम्हारे लिए कोई कुछ कहे तो सुनेगा नहीं, और मुझे तुमसे कोई बेहतर मिले तो मैं उसे चुनूंगा नहीं। बस अब मुझे एक बात नहीं समझ रही है कि जो मेरी बातें नहीं समझ रही, मैं उससे ये उम्मीद लगा के बैठा हूँ कि वो मेरी आंखें पढ़ेगी। अब इससे मैं अपनी बेवकूफ़ी कहूँ या उसकी नादानी, मुझे समझ नहीं रहा। चलो बस अब बहुत हुआ, ख़त्म करते हैं कहानी। काफ़ी कहा घुमा फिरा के, अब डायरेक्टली कहता हूँ। दिल की ये पेटी बातों से भर गई थी तो सोचा आज ताला खोल दूँ। दिल की ये पेटी बातों से भर गई थी तो सोचा आज ताला खोल दूँ। तुम तो मेरी सुनोगे नहीं तो आज सोचा इस माइक पे ही बोल दूँ। ज़्यादा नहीं, बस इतनी सी बात है कि मुझे तुमसे प्यार है। बस इतनी सी बात है कि मुझे तुमसे प्यार है। तेरे पास होंगे दोस्त चार, पर मेरे पास तू ही एक यार। तेरी खुशियों में ही मेरी खुशी, पर तेरी उदासी से मुझे एतबार है। तेरी खुशियों में ही मेरी खुशी, पर तेरी उदासी से मुझे एतबार है। तेरी जीत में ही मेरी जीत, और तेरी हार में ही मेरी हार है। बस अब मेरी एक ही है गुजारिश, बस अब मेरी एक ही है गुजारिश। चाहे मेरे सर पे हो गम पे बादल, पर तुझ पे हो खुशियों की बारिश। इस बारिश में तू अपनी ज़िंदगी जी लेना, और तुझे खुश देखकर मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी जी लूँगा। इस बारिश में तू अपनी ज़िंदगी जी लेना, और तुझे खुश देखकर मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी जी लूँगा। तुझे इतना चाहता हूँ कि तू जहर भी देगी तो मैं अमृत समझ के पी लूँगा। जब से तुझे पहली बार देखा है तब से तुझे चाहता हूँ। जब से तुझे पहली बार देखा है तब से तुझे चाहता हूँ। हर जगह जाता हूँ तो बस तुझे ही पाता हूँ। ऐसी कोई सुबह नहीं है जब तुझे याद नहीं किया हो। ऐसा कोई सपना नहीं है जिसमें तू ना आई हो। सुबह शाम दिन रात पूरी देर होठों पे बस एक ही नाम है। तू दूर हो तो मुझे फ़िक्र, और तू पास हो तो मुझे आराम है। दूर होकर भी मेरे दिल के पास है तू। मुझसे दूर होकर भी मेरे दिल के पास है तू। वहाँ होगी तू दुनिया के लिए आम, पर मेरे लिए कुछ खास है तू। और तुझे पाकर मैं खुद को खो देता हूँ। तुझे पाकर मैं खुद को खो देता हूँ। जब जब तू ना दिखे तब तब रो लेता हूँ। वैसे तो मुझे नींद नहीं आती, पर तू सपनों में आए इसलिए सो लेता हूँ। कहते हैं अपनी गलतियों से सीखो और इन्हें दोहराओ मत, पर तुझे चाहने की गलती दोबारा दोहराना चाहता हूँ। कहते हैं अपनी गलतियों से सीखो और उन्हें दोहराओ मत, पर तुझे चाहने की गलती दोबारा दोहराना चाहता हूँ। तेरे पीछे काफ़ी ठोकरें खाई है, पर आज एक बार और खाना चाहता हूँ। बस अब मैंने सोच लिया है कि हमारे बीच में जो भी दूरियां हैं मैं ये सब हटा दूंगा। हमारे बीच में जो भी दूरियां हैं मैं सब हटा दूंगा। अगली बार अगर तुम मुझे मिली तो मैं तुम्हें अपनी दिल की बात बता दूंगा। बस जब अगली बार तुम मुझे मिली तो सारी बातें कर ली, बस एक बात रह गई। पर जब अगली बार तुम मुझे मिली तो सारी बात करी, बस एक बात रह गई। उस बात की तरह मेरी ये प्यार की कहानी भी वहीं रह गई। उस बात की तरह मेरी ये प्यार की कहानी भी वहीं रह गई, क्योंकि कुछ बातें अनकही रह गई। थैंक
Thank you so much. It didn't feel like your first time. It felt like you went doing this casually. So can you please have another round of applause? Wow, man, that was crazy. It's literally like you told half my story. Whatever I took like 8 minutes to say, finished in like 4 minutes. And you also said the next part. I was going to say it maybe after next performer, but since you brought it up, I was like, we should end this circle of this story. तो हमने बात की फिर पहली बार, फिर now what happens is when you know a person, right? When you're introduced to a person, then that normal courtesy comes in, right? But I was freaking out. so like she would say hi, now turn it the way around and walk off. Or like I didn't know how to respond. How do I say now? How do I have the conversation? So I didn't do much. So फिर 8 चलेगा 9 चलेगा ये चलते रहा. People knew about our class and then they told each other, and yeah, whenever we met and we spoke. That was fine. 10th came. 10th was a good time because one we got out of 10th. And second, towards the end of our exams, Facebook just launched in India. This is like 2010. Fuck. Okay. So it's like 12 years ago. Fuck. Okay. So we got talking, and I needed help. I really needed help. I was one of those people where 4 people were behind me, standing saying, "Oh, you should type this. No, you should type this after that. Oh, you should say this now. I should say," because I didn't know what to say. So I'm like, "Hey, can you guys help me have a conversation?" So once that conversation stream began, then yeah, okay, then we started talking more than just daily schedule, which was going home, coming back, whatever, doing the regular. It got a little more to like, aspirations in life. And by 10th was there. So the obvious question of, oh, what are you going to do after 10th? Have you thought of anything? Things like that, right? And it was a crazy phase because like, it was fascinating because I didn't meet her that much in school, but after exams got over, we lived in the same area. So we'd keep bumping into each other here and there. And one such day, I bumped her into somewhere, and we were just walking, having a small conversation, because by then we've had enough conversation to establish कि okay, बात कर सकते हैं थोड़ा basic, right? So then I asked, very important questions, like what are your plans for the summer holidays? What are you gonna do after this? Yeah, like what are your scenes? So she was leaving, and then I was like, okay, Facebook की बात करना होगा. And then before leaving, she's like, hey, I use my sister's phone. I don't have a phone. So like, we can talk there. And उस time पे मैंने खुशी ले लिया, but like it was very freaky to like actually go through this whole process, right? So 10th got over, we started talking, and we kept talking. Since we went to 2 different schools, I went to an all-boys school, she went to an all-boys college, she went to an all-girls college. We started our own lives, and that was going on the side. Nothing great from my life, the same old boys. So basically we started talking. Now, she had a classmate, okay? They had nothing like that, but they were classmates. And one such day in 11th standard, he said something to her, which is kind of related to me, okay? Something. And then I get a call one day, and she's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Yeah, exactly. I had no idea why. So I resorted to the best thing, okay? I cried. What do you want me to do? Like, और पता है उस time पे the song, the vibe of the song that was running around was Tu Jaane Na. I know, right? I think it's one of the best breakup songs in the history of like, I think, yeah. I literally, like, we saw it like 2-3 days back, and it came back to me, and I'm like, yeah, what a great time. So I would like make it a point that every night I would listen to the song and loop and cry. That was my every night schedule, okay? I didn't have the courage to be like, hey, why are we not talking? Let's resort this. I didn't know even the meaning of resort. So I was like, okay, let's just, move on in life. Comes 12th grade. Okay, 12th grade, so we haven't spoken that one whole year. And again, we live nearby, but I can't just keep waiting outside a house or like, hey, like, let's talk to me. So I was like, fine, whatever. Let's just go where it's going, college is going, all that. 12th, we joined the same tuition, okay? And now I hadn't spoken to her in that many months. But when I saw her again, it was like the 6th grader kid in me that came back, and I'm like, man, fucking so bad this is. So we started talking again, and we were a group of 4 people, me, her best friend, and my best friend, and we started hanging out in tuition, bunk tuitions, chill, whatever. My home was near the tuition. I had a great terrace. We could just go there and sit for hours and just talk to each other. Now in this year, the urge came back to like tell her how I feel, because it like over time we started talking, everything was okay, and I would try to talk to her, but nahi hota tha. It would get very difficult, and some days she would not be in the right zone. And us time we would not talk about mental health, but I feel like something was going on, like something. She wanted time away. Every time we would all hang out, she would be in a different part of the terrace, just listen to music by herself, not talking to us. So we didn't really get into it. We were like, ठीक है, जो उसको है वो है. So I tried telling her over a period of the whole year that how I'm feeling, okay, and it never happened. So I decided to do the next best thing. I wrote a book, which was like, notebook आता है math का, boxes वाला, छोटा वाला notebook जो आता है math का एक time पे. I took that and I wrote the whole book about how I'm feeling, and it was, yeah, thanks. But it just came, like, it was more like I'm trying to have this conversation, I'm not able to, so might as well write it down, because again, writing was my way of dealing with life's pressure. So I was like, okay, I'll just keep writing. So I kept writing, and the whole book खत्म हो गया, ठीक है. I didn't read it again. I didn't know. I knew what I'd written around, you know, and I'd written the 6 years of what I've been feeling. So the end of our 12th boards are now coming. So we met, me and my friend met her, she and her friend at a place near our tuition. And I was like, hey, you know, hey, we have not been talking, but you know, here's something I want to give you. Please, like, read. And we had time for the exam. It's not like kal exam chalu raha hai. Abhi meko pad ke de 3 din ke andar. It's more like, hey, take your time, read it, get back to me. She's like, okay, I can't keep it in my house because my parents will mind having this, or my siblings would mind. So I will give the book back to you 3 days later, but I will read it. I was like, okay. And I'm nervous, man. It's very freaky. Like, this is the same person I've been waiting for 6 years to, like, actually have a conversation with. And now we are here where I'm actually telling her how I feel. And this, I've been planning, or I've been replaying this in my head for many years now. Finally, 3 days gets over. I'm really scared. Maybe I was like anxious or nervous or not very excited because I didn't know. And also, I didn't want her to say yes or no. I was like, तू पढ़ ले, तू acknowledge कर ले मेरे feelings को, बस मेरे को उससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं चाहिए. So she comes, we meet, and she gives the book back, and I'm just like, oh fuck, like what's gonna happen? And she looks at me, and she's like, actually, I didn't get the time to read it. Can you summarize it for me? The last line really hit me, like that hit home. That was like really bad. And उस टाइम पे ना मेरे पास वो नहीं था, वो सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट नहीं था, तो फिर मैं समझाने बैठने वाला था. मैं वो क्या summarize it for you? Yeah, sure. I just want to do this, right? I don't want to like. So she was, and then my best friend had to save me out and be like, shut the fuck up, what are you doing? Like, get out of here. And I felt like at that point it just, like everything around me kept crumbling down, right? Because it was suddenly like, I didn't know what to feel. I was feeling angry, but I was also like, I don't know, maybe I had some amount of empathy where I was like, maybe there's some reason, I don't know, you know, like she didn't read. But like she never mentioned anything else except these 2 lines. And then we just left from there. And it was very weird because I felt like the toddler who was now lost, had to figure out the route by himself. And it felt like I was in an open field where it's lightning and I'm running to escape to find a shade, but I can't because it's just painful and it's raining and it's thunderstorm and it's scary. So yeah, it felt like my world was crumbling down and I really couldn't do anything about it. So yeah, that's it. It's okay, it's fine. Cry for me later, okay? Now start clapping for the next person. Can you please have Sanchit? It's coming guys. Keep clapping to the conversation.
हेलो. 2 लाइनों के साथ शुरू करूँगा. मैं खुद को खाली करके तुझको खुद में भरता था. तू चांद से बातें करती थी, मैं तुझसे बातें करता था. एक नज़्म है, इसका उन्वान है मसाफतें. इट मीन्स डिस्टेंस. मैं ये आज सोचता हूँ कैसे मैंने सुकून को तुम्हारे तब्दील किया है दर्द में. मैं ये आज सोचता हूँ कैसे मैंने सुकून को तुम्हारे तब्दील किया है दर्द में. रौनकों को तुम्हारी कैसे मैंने बदला है ज़हमतों में. मैं ये जानता था कि इश्क मुश्किल होगा, मैंने ना सोचा था ये इस कदर तब्दील होगा. मैं ये जानता था कि इश्क मुश्किल होगा, मैंने ना सोचा था इस कदर तब्दील होगा. रौंद कर तुम्हारी सारी खुशियाँ मैंने गम लौटाया है हरदम. रौंद के तुम्हारी सारी खुशियाँ मैंने गम लौटाया है हरदम. लेकर सारे ख्वाब तुम्हारे दी हैं तो सिर्फ मायूसियाँ. तुमने सौंपी थी मुझे उम्मीदें, मैंने लौटाई तुम्हें नाउमीदियाँ. मैंने पाया था तुमको सारा और खोया है तुम्हें टुकड़ों में. मैंने छीनी है तुमसे कामयाबी और दी हैं सिर्फ नाकामियाँ. मैं न जानता था कि तुझ बिन भी कोई दिन होगा.
मैं न जानता था कि ये भी कभी मुमकिन होगा। मैंने लेकर साथ तुम्हारा दी हैं तुम्हें सिर्फ तन्हाइयाँ, मैंने लेकर साथ तुम्हारा दी हैं तुम्हें सिर्फ तन्हाइयाँ, पाकर तुमसे तमाम नज़दीकियाँ मैं दे पाया तो सिर्फ दूरियाँ, पाकर तुमसे तमाम नज़दीकियाँ दे पाया तुम्हें तो सिर्फ दूरियाँ। चाहतों को कुचला है मैंने, चाहतों को कुचला है मैंने और भर दिया है तुम्हें हसरतों से, कुचल कर सारी चाहतें और हौसले देखो क्या दिया है मैंने। सॉरी। चाहतों को ख़त्म किया है मैंने और भर दिया है तुम्हें हसरतों से, कुचल कर चाहते और राहतें हौसले देखो क्या दिया है मैंने। उलझने वीरानियाँ मसाफतें और फासले, तुमने खोले दरवाज़े और मैंने खड़ी कर दी दीवारें, तुमने खोले दरवाज़े और मैंने खड़ी कर दी दीवारें, तुमने बरसाया अपनापन और मैंने गम की बौछारें। मैंने पाई थी मसरतें मुरव्वतें और राहतें, दे पाया तो सिर्फ फुरकतें कुल्फतें शिकवे शिकायतें। मैंने बदला है मोहब्बत को अदावतों में, मैंने बदला है मोहब्बत को अदावतों में, मैंने बदला है जसारतों को आफतों में। मैं जानता था कि इश्क मुश्किल होगा, मैंने न सोचा था ये इस कदर तब्दील होगा। शुक्रिया। जाते आते मैं 4 लाइनें थोड़ा माहौल को गमगीन न छोड़ते हुए जाऊंगा, इसके लिए मुझे जज मत कीजिएगा। धीरे धीरे वक्त ने मुझे तेरा कायल बना लिया, धीरे धीरे वक्त ने मुझे तेरा कायल बना लिया, मैंने मेरे इश्क को ही अपना शुगल बना लिया। और मैं जानता था कि तू भटकेगी तो ढूंढेगी मुझको, मैं जानता था कि तू भटकेगी तो ढूंढेगी मुझको, लिहाजा मैंने खुद को नक्शा-ए गूगल बना लिया।
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. Can we please have another round of applause? Today seems like a second version of like Valentine Day, almost borderline. Last time we celebrated that was like 21st October last year. I hosted an open mic. It literally felt like it was Valentine Day today. Like every single person spoke about it. So it feels nice. It feels nice though. I'm glad. Before we continue, how many of you just again audience members? Can you just like raise your hand? Can we all clap for them? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to call the next person. I'm very excited that she's here. It's been a while I saw her, and I am glad that we all have the privilege and pleasure to watch her live. You know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do. Can you please have Nalini?
Too tall man. Hi. मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा फिलहाल क्या बोलना चाहिए. I'm just too much into deciding what I should perform. तो नक्काशी अरे यार रुक जाओ पहले. Let me start. So शुरुआत करते हैं. न मैं बादल को तकती हूँ न चंदा और सूरज को, न मैं बादल को तकती हूँ न चंदा और सूरज को, फरोज़ी आसमां साबो उसे हर बार तकती हूँ. न मैं बादल को तकती हूँ न चंदा और सूरज को, फरोज़ी आसमां साबो उसे हर बार तकती हूँ. ढलकती शाम ना देखूं, छलकता जाम ना देखूं, हदो अंजाम ना देखूं, उसे हर बार तकती हूँ. रिहाई कहकशा से दो, रिहाई कहकशा से दो किसी तारे के टुकड़े को, जो हो ना हो आहिस्ता हो उसे हर बार तकती हूँ. लगाएं कौन सी महफिल, लगाएं कौन सी महफिल, बताएं वस्ल का हासिल कोई, अफवाह इस काबिल जिसे हर बार तकती हूँ. जो देखूं रात तो वो हो, मिलन की बात तो वो हो, जो देखूं रात तो वो हो, मिलन की बात तो वो हो, कम से कम साथ तो वो हो जिसे हर बार तकते हैं। थैंक यू। सो अब दुख दर्द पीड़ा पे आते हैं, थोड़ा जो माहौल बना है। तो रिसेंटली एक गीत हुआ, तो आपके हवाले में वो करती हूँ। कब से यहाँ चैन आया नहीं, कब से यहाँ चैन आया नहीं, मैंने भी उसको बुलाया नहीं। बेचैन होकर बिताया ये मौसम, गया जो वो वापस फिर आया नहीं, मैंने भी उसको बुलाया नहीं। सुना गीत गाते हुए रात को, सुना बस सुना, गुनगुनाया नहीं। बेचैन होकर बिताया ये मौसम, कि गीतों का मौसम फिर आया नहीं, मैंने भी उसको बुलाया नहीं। किया इश्क रोया, जिया इश्क बस, निभाया निभाया जताया नहीं। बेचैन होकर बिताया ये मौसम, कि रोने का मौसम फिर आया नहीं, मैंने भी उसको बुलाया नहीं। अब नक्काशी अगर मुझे याद रही तो चलिए, ताली चुटकी जो भी आप कर सकें। सजा नकाशी कर करके, धरा पाताल अंबर सागर, मिट्टी जेवर पत्थर जेवर, तू देख नकाशी के तेवर। मिट्टी जेवर पत्थर जेवर, तू देख नकाशी के तेवर, पत्थर के तन पे छेद न हो तो मूरत में जज्बात ही क्या, इस नक्काशी की बात ही क्या, इस नक्काशी की बात ही क्या। मिट्टी की काया मूरत हो, नक्काशी जिसकी सूरत हो, चीर चीर पाषाण बने इतिहास की उजली कीरति वो, नक्काशी में युग बना न हो तो शिल्पकार के हाथ ही क्या, इस नक्काशी की बात ही क्या, इस नक्काशी की बात ही क्या। धरती पे पर्वत नक्काशी, अंबर पे तारे नक्काशी, सागर में मोती नक्काशी, अग्नि की ज्योति नक्काशी, वायु की धारा नक्काशी, हर एक किनारा नक्काशी। पंच तत्व का मेल न हो तो मूरत मूरत साथ ही क्या, इस नक्काशी की बात ही क्या, इस नक्काशी की बात ही क्या। फूलों की डाली नक्काशी, फैली हरियाली नक्काशी, मस्जिद पे चादर नक्काशी, मंदिर के धड़ पर नक्काशी, दक्षिण में सागर नक्काशी, उत्तर में काशी नक्काशी, भोले काशी हर हर काशी, गंगे काशी पर नक्काशी। भोले काशी हर हर काशी, गंगे काशी पर नक्काशी, मैं नक्काशी तू नक्काशी, जग दुनिया सुंदर नक्काशी। जीवन न तराशे इसको तो, इस मूरत की औकात ही क्या, इस नक्काशी की बात ही क्या। आखिरी, ये मेरा पर्सनल फेवरेट है, बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है मुझे। आई थिंक दिस इज़ द मोस्ट ऑनेस्ट थिंग आई एवर रिटन। तो तस्करी का मतलब होता है स्मगलिंग करना, स्मगल। तुम्हारे लिए लिखना, सुखन से तुम्हारी तस्करी करना है, जज्बात के फेरी वाले से तुम्हारे बदले लफ्ज़ लेकर मैं वापस लौट आती हूँ, और हर बार वापसी में ये कोशिश करती हूँ कि किसी तरह उन लफ्ज़ों में तुम्हें लपेट कर बस अपने पास ले आऊँ, पर तुम मेरे कहाँ, तुम सुखन के हो, तुम्हारी तस्करी जो मैं कर चुकी। थैंक यू सो मच।
Dude, I can't even do it. Like, please, can we please, like... Dude, it's been so crazy. And, like, a few of us, I know, they're sitting behind now, but we all started performing together, like, 5 years back. And it's crazy that, like, yeah, it's crazy that here we are, you know, able to share this space with each other all over again many more times. So I'm very glad that you exist, that you write, and you come here and always do this. Thank you so much. This was the point where you will clap, but like, it's okay. थोड़ा इतना इमोशनल लाइन बोल रहा, कुछ तो बोल देगा यार, ठीक है, इट्स फाइन, इट्स ओके. But you guys were so sweet, dude, all of you, like the way you guys supported, that was mad. Yeah, that was really, really cool. That was like unity in a way. We have a few more performers. Okay, I'll quickly. So love left at that point. Okay, thanks for laughing at my misery. So years passed. I finished 12th. I moved ahead. I went to degree college. Started there. And then out of the blue, I met someone. And we would not particularly talk that much. Actually, I would talk a lot. So the scene is, here's the context you need to know. This tap was shut for 20 years. So when someone opened this tap, which is me, now I can't stop. Like, it's become a weird thing. Like, now it's still fine, but earlier people would be like, can you take a break? Can you not talk for like 2 minutes? Things like that. Because I would just go on talking, I would not realize what a line or what this is. So I would talk a lot, and she would find it difficult to put things in words. But she was a writer too, and it was very different. I don't know, unique to be around a writer, because you guys can write things that you can't vocally say. And I had just come out of a place where I just learned how to talk a little bit. I learned how to talk, not to talk to someone. I learned how to talk. Bas. ऐसा टैप खोल दो चलते रहेगा मेरा, ऐसा है. Anyone listening or not? So at that point it was very interesting because we would write to each other, or we would write around each other, and we would write about each other. We would try to express what we can that we're not able to through vocally. We would try through words, and I think that was a very good feeling. It felt like having cake on a very cold morning. It felt like the tingling taste of sugar rush, which is kind of like love in a way, like just being able to express that. And I think that was a very good period. It was a short period, but it was a very good period of us trying to understand each other through words, because I think all of us are right? Like words are, and words are, I don't know, like I look at words very differently. Like, I don't know how many of you also look at it like that, but for me, like, words are very valuable, like very, very valuable. If someone says these words to me, I will take them as, like, as a thing, like, you mean it. The same way I would look at words and do that. So I think that was a great phase because, that cake was really nice. And I wish everyone should have that cake once in a while. Cool. I'll call the next person. Yeah. Very half-hearted, but great. Okay, keep clapping. Go, Lil. Can you please have Parth? Yeah, exactly. He's got his own cheerleading squad, dude. That's lovely. Please continue. What happened?
So he was talking about words, and I broke up yesterday because of words. So to everyone who has been talking about love today, I'm not going to talk about love today because I just can't. मैं मातम बना रहा हूँ लिटरली, तो आई कांट. बट शुरू करने के पहले आई एम जस्ट गोना से अ लाइन जो एक बहुत ही इरशाद कामिल साहब, जिन्हें मैं बहुत मानता हूँ, उन्होंने लिखा है कि ना जागते हुए ख्वाब देखा करो, ना जागते हुए ख्वाब देखा करो, ना चाहो उसे जिसे पा ना सको. प्यार कहाँ किसी का पूरा होता है, प्यार का तो पहला अक्षर ही अधूरा होता है. So after my breakup yesterday, मैं सोच रहा था कि मैं रैंडम कुछ भी चीज़ें सोचता हूँ, राइटर हूँ, लाइक यू कैन रिलेट टू मी. yesterday I was thinking कि यार एलियंस जो होते हैं, क्या उन्हें प्यार होता है? क्या वो बात कर पाते, क्या वो एक्सप्रेस कर पाते? तो कल रात का ही लिखा हुआ है, तो अगर कहीं रुक जाओ तो माफ़ कीजिएगा, और अगर रिलेट कर पाओ तो ताली देकर साथ दीजिएगा, ठीक है. दूर कहीं किसी जगह खामोशी से बातें होती है, होठ पढ़ लेते हैं चाहते, आंखों से ही फरियादें होती हैं. वो भी कहानियों का देश है, लेकिन वहाँ निशब्द मुलाकातें होती हैं. इरादों और वादों में फ़र्क नहीं होता, वहाँ सच्ची मोहब्बतें होती हैं. दूर कहीं किसी जगह खामोशी से बातें होती हैं. सच्चाई का वहाँ है बोलबाला, बुरी नज़र वाले का वहाँ सच में हो जाता है मुँह काला. क्योंकि दिल और ज़बां के बीच वहाँ फासले नहीं होते, शायद इसीलिए वहाँ झूठ के कोई रास्ते नहीं होते. वहाँ आंसुओं पर लड़कियों का और दर्द छिपाने पर लड़कों का कॉपीराइट नहीं होता, शायद इसीलिए वहाँ जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, फेमिनिज्म जैसे मुद्दों पर फाइट नहीं होता. बातें वो भी करते हैं माइंड यू, बातें वो भी करते हैं माइंड यू, उनकी डिक्शनरी में भी होता है सॉरी, वेलकम और आई लव यू. पर वहाँ लड़कों को अपने घुटनों पर बैठकर ही अपने प्यार इज़हार करने का कोई रूल नहीं होता. मेंटल हेल्थ का टेंशन नहीं होता, वहाँ तकलीफ छिपाने से वहाँ कोई कूल नहीं होता. वहाँ लोग बहुत अमीर हैं क्योंकि वो अपने शब्दों को नहीं खर्चते. वहाँ लोग बहुत अमीर हैं क्योंकि वो अपने शब्दों को नहीं खर्चते. गुस्से से रिश्ते नहीं टूटते, वहाँ बॉसेस अपने एम्प्लॉय पर नहीं भड़कते. वहाँ हर कोई कलाकार है, आप और मेरे जैसा। वहाँ हर कोई कलाकार है, क्योंकि अपने दर्द की दास्तां बताकर लोग पैसे नहीं कमाते। कमाए हुए पैसों से किसी को नीचा दिखाकर वहाँ के लोग नहीं इतराते। दिल से जुड़े हैं वहाँ सब, क्योंकि दिल में कुछ और ज़बां पर कुछ और नहीं होता। सच्चे दोस्त है वहाँ, क्योंकि कोई किसी की बातों से वहाँ बोर नहीं होता। वहाँ सबका धर्म एक है, भाषाओं का वहाँ कोई वास नहीं है। ऊंच नीच की बातों पर, जाति भेद पर विश्वास नहीं है। विश्वास है तो बस उस पर जो उन्हें अपनी आंखों से दिखता है। शब्द किसी की भी दुनिया बदल सकते हैं भैया, वहाँ सिर्फ कर्म ही बिकता है। एक्शन स्पीक लाउडर देन वर्ड्स को हम यहाँ भी मानते हैं। एक्शन स्पीक लाउडर देन वर्ड्स को हम यहाँ भी मानते हैं, लेकिन वो सही मायने में वहाँ के लोग इसे जानते हैं। तुम सोच रहे होगे कि शब्द ही तो है जो इंसानों को बाकी जानवरों से अलग बनाते हैं। तुम सोच रहे होगे कि शब्द ही तो है जो बाकी इंसानों को बाकी जानवरों से अलग बनाते हैं। पर तुम ही सोचो, क्या इन शब्दों को बयां कर हम रोज चैन की नींद सो पाते हैं? चलो आज से खामोशी को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं। चलो आज से आप और मैं खामोशी को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं। धड़कनों को सुनते हैं, आदतों को पढ़ने की कोशिश करते हैं। शब्दों को कोड डिकोड करते करते मर जाएंगे, ये ज़िंदगी बहुत छोटी है। शब्दों को कोड डिकोड करते करते मर जाएंगे, ये ज़िंदगी बहुत छोटी है। खुशियाँ चाहिए तो बनाओ ऐसी दुनिया जहाँ खामोशी से बातें होती हैं। खुशियाँ चाहिए तो बनाओ ऐसी दुनिया जहाँ खामोशी से बातें होती हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।
Man, I need at least 98 days after a breakup to be able to do this. So thank you so much. I hope you have the strength and the space to.
Yeah, I have my friends.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, that's very sweet, man. That's very, very sweet. I mean, but every time you come also, you always get like one or two people, and I really think it's cool. So thank you so much, all of you, and thank you for performing. See, it's been 5 years, okay? I like silence. And I'm growing old also. So I feel like I like silence. I can be quiet anyway. I'm very comfortable on stage now. So, but love, okay? So, that story or that chapter of my life didn't go ahead for a while. It went on for a period of time. And it was nice while we could explore the words, understand the depth of meanings of different things that we could, you know, tell each other. And one day love left with an empty letter, having nothing to say. And I think it hurts more when there's nothing written. It hurts more when you just see a blank piece of paper which had so much more, which speaks a lot more than just something written or someone telling you something. It's almost like that feeling of someone who's in front of you and you want them to say something and they're just quiet, right? They have nothing to say. And I feel like yeah. At that point I was okay that this happened, but I feel like the impact of the silence really hit me for a while. And I had to go like underground and not like be seen for a while, just to be able to cope with the understanding of what this can do and what words would mean to me or how I would, you know, look at words. So yeah, I went underground. It was not that bad, but that phase was just a different phase of my life. Bas. Cool. Next person. Next person. First time. Can you please have Roshani?
Okay, I'm nervous. Hi guys, I'm Rochelle, and I just went to the Himalayas, and I trekked the Daira Bukyal. I'm also a Pahadi, by the way, so I mean it was like going back to my own native land, and I experienced something that I want you to experience. But before that, I'll just step back and remember what I saw. Hold on. I am the moss that covers the boulders after the rain in the Himalayas. I am the yellow painted flowers that nature put on lush green slopes of a meadow. And close your eyes because you'll see it. I am the red berries that scroll through the forest bed, the steady ground. I'm the scorching second between the hiking days and a sip of water to quench and breathe. I am the silver mica on the bed of Himalayan forests and also the poisonous blue mushroom that grows by the dusky birch. I am alive. I am alive by the turning of the trails where snow-capped mountains slowly reveal themselves, in the distance, of course. I am the elements that resemble the colors on a butterfly's flutter. I am the spirit of the mountains that coexist with us, with you. I am the reflection of you on the summit. I am the spirit of the traveler that observes everything hungrily. Thank you. So, I have another one. This is the one that my brother does not like because I keep reciting this one. Sorry, Aradhya.
That's fine.
This one is called Defect, and I wrote this very long ago. I hope I remember it. Some days I feel too much, like a storybook of crooked turns. My eyes, they burn, as if your sun is setting under my ocean surface. Too much for your broken cries, your guilty lies, your rugged eyes. The fact that you think that your dimples are your defects. You are not a defect. The defect is how you think. Because when I first saw you, from afar, all I could see was a genuine smile. Also right now I saw it. This defect is boiling in your blood. Inside your bandage lies your kaleidoscope of dark blue skies. Love, see yourself through my eyes. You're looking at the wrong side. Thank you. Guys, this is my friend Viraj. Please, a round of applause.
You know what to do. Thank you, both of you. I think it's... did you guys do this today or was it this?
Just that 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah, exactly. I don't know, Viraj does this a lot. He's done this the second or third time where he's planned it with some poet and he's like, okay, let's just go and, let's just like experiment. And it's really cool. So get in touch with him if you want to, experiment. But thank you, both of you. We have a few more people. I think I'll move ahead. I'll call someone. We'll come back, have a conversation. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Can you please have Samruddhi? She's coming.
So, hello beautiful people. My name is Samruddhi and I'm really very much mind blown right now to see so many beautiful people speaking so many different languages and saying beautiful shairis, poetries, and I'm just a newcomer. Thank you so much. This is my first Hindi poem. I usually write in English, but कुछ हो जाए तो संभाल लेना. शीर्षक है तुम वही हो ना जिसे सवाल का जवाब आने पर भी कभी हाथ उठाते नहीं, जैसा सबको ठीक लगे ये बोल के अपनी बात रखना भूल जाते हो, बातें बिगाड़ना पसंद नहीं इसलिए ज़्यादा बातें करते ही नहीं. तुम वही हो ना जो आईने में खुद को बार बार ताकते रहते हो और कोई ज़रा सा भी बोल दे तो खुद से ज़्यादा उनकी बातों पर विश्वास रखते हो. तुम वही हो ना तुम वही हो ना जो इस मदहोश सी दुनिया में खुदहोश रहकर अपने बालों को बार बार सहलाते हो। तुम वही हो ना जिसे कंफ्यूज होने की पुरानी आदत है, जो खुद की शर्ट की सलाह रंग की सलाह तो क्या खुद की सोच तक दूसरों से उधार लेते हो। तुम वही हो ना, तुम वही हो ना मुहावरों की तरह जिंदगी जीते हो, खुद की कविता लिखने से डरते हो, कुछ गलत लिख दिया तो ये सोचकर कभी लिखते ही नहीं, अपने जज्बातों का इजहार होठों पे ही दबा देते हो। तुम वही हो ना खुद की जुबान से उनको पसंद आए हुए लफ्ज़ कहते हो। सुनो तुम्हें एक बात पूछूं, तुमको तुम पसंद हो ये कभी पूछा है? तुम असलियत में क्या हो? तुम तो बस एक खूबसूरत कोरा पन्ना हो जिसे दुनिया ने अपने दाग लगाकर चित्र कह दिया। मेरी बात मानो, तुम खुद पे थोड़ा विश्वास रख के तो देखो, उनके बनाए हुए सीमे के आगे अपनी रेखा खिंचा के तो देखो, अपनी तस्वीर हिम्मत से आगे बढ़ा के तो देखो, फिर तुम बनने के लिए लोग फिर पूछेंगे। तुम वही हो ना? थैंक यू।
Thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. Next person. Sorry, you'll have to clap. Can you please have Shailaja? Clap.
थैंक यू। मेरा नाम शैलजा है। मैं हर बार मेंशन करती हूँ, पर हाँ, मैं नई हिंदी में लिखती हूँ। नई हिंदी मतलब नॉर्मल बोलचाल की भाषा वाली हिंदी। अभी मोहब्बत इश्क प्यार की बात चल रही थी, तो मैं 4 लाइनें बोलना चाहूँगी कि आखिर से आखिर तक एक ही फरमान चलता है, तुम्हारे घर से मेरे घर तक एक ही आसमान चलता है। आखिर से आखिर तक एक ही फरमान चलता है, तुम्हारे घर से मेरे घर तक एक ही आसमान चलता है। इन रस्तों की घास बढ़ जाए तो देख लेना इस ओर, इन रस्तों की घास बढ़ जाए तो देख लेना इस ओर, मेरी आँखों से तुम्हारी आँखों तक एक ही अरमान चलता है। शुक्रिया। तो मुझे एक और चीज़ से बहुत बेइंतहा प्यार है, और वो अब थोड़ा मट्टी पलित हो गया है। वो है मेरे दादी का घर। बहुत प्यार था मुझे, और हम ऐसा एक टाइम था जब ऐसा लगता था सूरज बढ़ जाता है कि फैमिली यही है, चतुर्वेदी खानदान। अब वो ऐसा नहीं है। अब बंटवारा हो गया है, और वो मेरा एक सेफ हेवन था जो अब धुंधला हो गया है, और मुझसे नहीं हो पाता अब। ये फीलिंग मैं नहीं संभाल पाती। एंड आई एम द प्लेस आई रियली लव्ड, आई एम रियली हार्ट ब्रोकन टू सी वॉट हैज़ हैपन टू इट। तो ये उस पर है कि धीरे धीरे घरों के अंदर पहाड़ बसने लगते हैं, धीरे धीरे घरों के अंदर पहाड़ बसने लगते हैं, पथरीले बंजर पहाड़। और घर के लोग अपने अपने हिस्से के टीले बनाकर उस पर बैठ जाते हैं। घर के लोग अपने हिस्से के टीले बनाकर उस पर बैठ जाते हैं। सारे रिश्ते, सारी खुशियाँ, सारी हंसी चुपके से उन टीलों के नीचे आकर दम तोड़ देती है। एक एक करके इन टीलों के नीचे आकर दम तोड़ देती हैं, जिसमें ना घास उगती है, ना फल, ना फूल, और ना कोई आस। अब माली के आने का इंतज़ार शुरू होता है। तो हम घर के बच्चे, हमें लगता है कि किसी एक दिन तो हम सब ठीक कर देंगे। वो एक दीवार बनी है, वो वॉल बनी थी ना कहीं, तो वैसे ही एक हमारे घर के बीच में एक दीवार बनी है। बड़ा सा आंगन था, उसमें अब दीवार बन गई। तो हमें लगता है कि एक दिन तो अब माली के आने का इंतज़ार शुरू होता है। अब माली आए भी तो कौन से फूल तोड़े, और किसके हिस्से के फूल तोड़े। माली आए तो किसके हिस्से का फूल तोड़े और किन पत्तों की छटाई करे, और अब उसे बुलाए भी तो कौन, मिट्टी खिसकने से रुके भी तो कैसे। एक दिन बस पत्थर रह जाते हैं और टीलों में बसते भूखे सूखे कंकाल। सब एक टक अपने हिस्से के आसमान को देखते हैं और वो दूसरे वाले आसमान से बड़ा दिखता है। सब एक टक अपने अपने हिस्से के आसमान को देखते हैं और वो दूसरे के हिस्से के आसमान से बड़ा दिखता है, लेकिन बादल कहीं नहीं है, बारिश कहीं नहीं है, बादल कहीं नहीं है और बारिश कहीं नहीं है। कभी भूचाल उठे शायद, कभी भूचाल उठे शायद और सब मिट्टी में मिल जाए और फिर नया घर बने शायद। अभी तो बस यही है जो है, घरों में बसते पहाड़ और पहाड़ बन चुके घर। कोई पूछता है कि तुम्हें इन सब में क्या लगता है, हम ही पूछते हैं आपस में कभी कभी, वो भी अब बातचीत कम हो गई है। तो कभी कोई पूछता है कि तुम्हें इन सब में क्या लगता है, हाँ तो मुझे ये लगता है कि जो घर अब छोड़ दिए हैं, जो घर अब छोड़ दिए हैं वहीं कभी रहकर आया करते हैं। जो घर अब छोड़ दिए हैं वहीं कभी रह कर आया करते हैं। उन शामों से मिलने जो पास थी पर खास नहीं, अब खास हैं पर पास नहीं। जो घर अब छोड़ दिए हैं वहीं कभी रह कर आया करते हैं। उन शामों से मिलने जो पास थी पर खास नहीं, अब खास हैं पर पास नहीं। जो लोग चले गए हैं उन्हीं से उन्हीं की बातें करते हैं। जो लोग अब चले गए हैं उन्हीं से उन्हीं की बातें करते हैं। जो जहान थे पर जान नहीं, अब जान है पर जहान नहीं।
Thank you so much. I'll absolutely love the imagery and the world you create every time you come on stage. So, thank you so much. Give me a cheer if any of you have been in a long distance relationship. Give me a cheer if you're in one. Oh, someone said still there. Oh, you said okay, still there. Cool. How if you don't mind, how many years?
Now
1.5 years. Okay, that's yeah. No, I'm just saying. No, you don't have to justify your relationship to me. It's completely cool. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. I mean, you said still there, so I thought ऐसा बरसों से चल रहा है. So okay, but this is, I mean, any amount is great. Any of you still in one except her or no? But some of you have been in it, right? Okay, and it, I mean, any reason why it didn't, anyone wants to say any reason why it didn't work, or what do you think of it? Because I mean, people have a weird perception of long distance. That's just like, nahi hoga, log nahi karte, so I don't know. Friends are supposed to be supportive, apparently. Yeah, and they come and tell you that long distance, really. Yeah, why? So I came to intern in Bombay, okay, while I was doing my degree. I came to intern in Bombay. And the next chapter of my life began there, where I met this person, and this was way after the previous chapter. It took some time. And then I met this person, and you know, it was a mix of space where people would write together, it was a mix of space where we would vocally talk to each other, and a space where I knew how to talk. I don't know how to approach this situation, or how to even talk to a person, or how to live this life. And we both were in the last year of college. We both were very packed with college stuff, but we found the space and time for each other. And so we decided, okay, maybe you should try this. I didn't think so much. And she was from Bombay, I was from Bangalore. My friends were like, cool. I don't know, for some reason my friends were like, oh, good, yeah, that's nice, that's really cool. Her friends were like, really, like, you're going to look for someone outside Bombay and, like, you know, things like that. And I'm like, that's very weird, right? That's, I don't know. So I was saying friends have to be supportive. But at that point she got that and she's like, listen, I don't care, okay, I'm going to do my thing. So it was really cool to be able to share that space with someone through screens. I know it's not the fun, I know it's not the best thing, but it was a beautiful space to share that person on the screen, where you have so much feelings, you have so much emotions, you have so much you care for, and all you can do is give it through a screen, give it through words, give it through small gifts, give it through reassurance, you know, like different ways of doing it. And I think that is what is beautiful about this space, that you are willing to let go of one whole aspect of physicality, of a person's real being there, to accommodate all the other aspects of mental, emotional being, and being able to give. And, you know, like, I think it's one of the most beautiful things that happened to me at that point. And it felt like love was like a reassurance call when your world's crumbling, you know, and someone just calls you and says things are going to be okay. And for once you believe it and you're like, okay, you know, everything around me is going, like, it's fucked up, but maybe something is fine. And I think that kept me going as a person, and it maybe kept our relationship going, because we were in a space, to explore time, to explore distance, to understand all of these aspects. And because we were not in a rush for anything, and we were young also, so there was no like label, as in there was no thing कि हाई कहीं जा रहा है क्या, इसको इस पे काम करते, if it goes somewhere. So it was more like, let's just go where it goes. And I think it was one of the best times of my life, regardless of what people say. I mean, yeah, obviously when you look around, and you're in college, dude, you look around, you're like, fuck, everyone's with someone, right? Sometimes you feel like even I like just that physical aspect I want, you know, very bad as a person, but I think it was okay. We somehow found, again, yeah, some space, sometime, somewhere, to be able to like do this. But yeah, cool. That I'll come back and continue this. Next person, are you guys excited? Volume. So please have Kajal.
Hi. Okay, I did not know I'm going to be called right now. But okay, hi everyone, my name is Kajal. I'm a writer and a spoken word artist. And I'm not going to give more of an introduction because 4 minutes hai, poem thoda lamba hai. I've performed this quite a few times and there are people I know right now, so if you've heard this before, एक और बार सुन लो, क्या जाएगा, लेकिन कुछ जानने नहीं वाले, यहीं बैठे हो. So it's about trauma, but I don't have any trigger warning because it's not explicitly describing any trauma. मुझसे पहले बोला अगर मैं परफॉर्म करी मैं पानी पिया होता, पर चलो कोई बात नहीं. I'll start.
Want water?
Thank you. On days that I smile with my lips, trauma seeps her way into my thoughts. She laughs and sneers, juggles with my insecurities. She doesn't know how to juggle. She drops them, scattering them into my day. It takes me 3 showers of well wishes, scrub it all off. Trauma loves to cuddle. She creeps on my bed when I'm watching my favorite film. She whispers in my ears and shivers down my spine. She gently caresses my forehead. Her hands feel strange. They are damp from my tears over the years. Wow. She smiles and sings a lullaby. I fall asleep into a nightmare. Trauma meets me in this nightmare. She puts on a pair of glasses and imitates the way I sob. My glasses are fogged up. I can't see her through my tears. I know she's smiling. She's shaking the way I do. But she's shaking with glee. I am writhing in pain. Wondering when she would leave me. Trauma leaves me with silent tears running down my cheek at 1 a.m. Trauma teaches me to smile as I look at myself in the mirror with blood-soaked eyes and a frozen smile. Trauma teaches me to laugh loudly, pounds my head upwards, my eyes shut. She lurks behind my eyelids. She's a silent presence. But sometimes she peeks behind the curtain, glides across the floor to where I stand. Trauma greets me when I'm laughing with friends. She talks. Trauma greets me when I'm laughing with friends. She smiles and talks in a honey-drip voice masked with the conviction that she was the best thing that happened to me. She leaves me flustered. What was I saying? She leaves me flustered. My friends asking me, who was she? Is everything okay? And I laugh and tell them, she was my first friend. She thought I forgot her. That's why she came to say hi. Now you see, she was my first friend in life. So we know each other very well. And I know all of her favorite habits. And Trauma, her most favorite habit is that she loves to talk. She wants us to talk during every laugh. She doesn't let me write. She complains that I don't spend time with her. She snatches my pen and hides my notebooks unless I promise I'll write about her. I'll write about her in a good way. I'll try, but trauma. I lied. You can't hide the rhymes beating in my heart, the ones which scream your name, the ones which all say the same. The rhymes which bring me to tears, they remind me that you form all my fears, they try to tell me I'll be fine. But trauma, oh trauma, you still claim to be mine. You are my constant companion. But I can't write about you in a good way. Our relationship is complicated. You leave me in tears, but you help me grow. But trauma, I didn't want to grow so soon. I wonder how life would be if you hadn't shifted into my home, if I could have picked my roommate. I wouldn't have picked you. You are a burden, you are a foe, you latched onto me like a friend. I don't know how to let go. I've forgotten how to live life without stumbling into your arms at every street trauma. Don't you realize? We shouldn't meet. I know you won't leave. But I'll heal one day. Trauma, you won't make me grieve. Thank you.
Thank you. I've seen you perform it a couple of times, and I like, this is mad. This is like a crazy, yeah? Did you guys feel, not the trauma, but like, did you feel the impact of that crazy trauma? Thank you so much. Cool, we have a few more people left. Okay, I'll call the next person, then we'll continue, yeah? Can you please have Tanisha? Guys, क्या हो रहा है? पूरा
Tanisha, and this is my very first time, and people here are so good, and I'm my heart is actually throbbing. Okay, so it's about pain, and I'll start. Have you ever wondered why the nights are so long, but also at the same time you want it to be a never-ending loop? Do you ever overthink your overthinking? Have you ever been high on your dark sides? Trust me, it hits harder than the methylene. You parted ways with your lover, but does it still hijacks the amygdala of your brain and alters your heart's rhythm? Have you ever felt so beautiful that you discerned that your beauty is a sin maybe? Have you ever slept on your wet pillow and woke up with puffy red eyes? Have you ever washed your face to hide down your tears, but the redness of the cornea in your eyes couldn't put a fake smile? Have you ever hung your head at the edge of the bed and put your smooth legs on the wall horizontally while staring at the ceiling fan and wondering that you either sleep way more than usual or you can hardly sleep at all? Have you ever been in complete silence and asked yourself that which demons of darkness have brought you here, but you do a velvet romance with it at the same time? Can't you hear my silent screams? They are so loud, they echo in my dreams. Behind this face that carries a smile, have you ever hid your tears that fall like rain? Saying I'm fine when I'm anything but this ache in my soul rips at my gut. Sometimes I'm out of my words in my messy head, but would you ever know it? The constant feeling of pain, the true colors of me and the vulnerability in me. Have you ever been high on your wildest arousal fantasies, which you never got the serendipity to fulfill it? Yes, it rips my heart as it awaits to fulfill every bit of it. Have you ever faced the days of limitless struggles? But I guess more hopeful pills may help me today. Have you ever put an effort to be normal in some sort of way? Have you ever felt the constant confusion arising in your life with the heaps of unsortedness that maybe no other person would ever understand? Have you felt the adrenaline rush in your body while feeling the hardest core of pain in your bones that even your morphined blood failed in giving you ease? Do you like when you are high on serotonin running in your veins? Have you ever felt those cold feet tremors that even shakens up the cervix of your vagina? A solo journey which I am on with a deadly hidden message. But I'll still help anyone get through their struggles if they cross my path. But doesn't it just makes me more good of an actress? Can you see my mask that I'm wearing? It is filled with groans and trauma. Can you hear my heart which is screaming? Have you thought of dying without pain but then suddenly realized that I've already battled with death in the past? So here I am with the testimony to confess that I still have hope in my hopelessness. So hey universe, can I get some help? Till the time you send some aid, can I run away in some other galaxy?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It really doesn't feel like जो भी यार first time कर रहा है लग नहीं रहा है. But I'll believe you all of you guys that you are first time. Yeah. Because I remember my first time I was holding a paper, like a sheet of paper trying to read. I was so like scared, and it's so weird because like if you stand here and do it, keep a paper here, your eyes like it's very weird. It's in between, right? Yeah. So I have to like either see this side or this side. I'm struggling with all of that, and I mean like whatever. But really cool, man. Really cool. Can you... Three more people, then you are free to have fun on a Sunday. I mean, I hope you're having fun so far, but you're free to have more fun on a Sunday. I was talking about long distance at that point. Yeah, and then, so the relationship was long distance till the point that I moved to Bombay, which is like 7 years back. I moved to Bombay from Bangalore. And it was also because I got a job in a place, and it was also like I wanted to come back to the city because when I interned in the city had some magic, and I'm like, I have to come back. I don't know, people from Bombay really can't see this. I've spoken to a lot of people from Bombay, and they're like, "Ek kuch nahi hota hai sab." I'm like a privilege to live in Bombay, so I'm sure like, how many of you from outside Bombay? Give me a cheer. Okay, a good amount of people. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure you guys can some level of resonate with like, oh, the city has something, right? It's not as similar as where your hometown is. So I had to come back. So I came back, and I spent the next 6 months trying to work myself out, work the relationship, work everything. But at the end of 6 months, I just realized that both of us are not, it's not working. And it was one of those first few relationships out of the others that where we mutually were like, okay, not exactly mutually, but it was more like we both know that this is not really going anywhere. And we've tried a lot, but it's not. So it seemed like love, bought tickets and left to Wonderland. But leaving, good amount of memories, joy, because it was not one of those like really hateful breakups. It was more like, okay, you know what, we don't know. And also, like, this next part might get a little intense, and I will try to wrap it up quickly. It's also because that began a phase where I got ghosted by love. Have you ever been ghosted by love? Not ghosted by a person, ghosted by love. Yes. Yeah? Okay, cool. Okay. Then मेरे को लगा मैं अकेला. Okay. I felt like I was in the boat alone. Okay. So yeah, like for 3 years after that point, because of whatever else happened in my life and with my mental health, I reached a point where I was numb. So when you're numb, you don't feel anything, like anything. So it was one of those phases where I was trying to make this relationship with love. But like love and I didn't live together. But I would still receive letters named by love. And I was just like trying to identify who this person is. Who is this for? What is this? But I really couldn't. That phase was so difficult because initially I didn't know what I was dealing with. Then I started getting help. And like that really helped in a period of time. But for those 3 years, it seemed like I was in a dark room trying to find light when I don't know where the switches are. It's a huge room. And I just don't know what to do with it. So it was a very difficult phase. But I mean, we all have to stir through these bad days to be able to get at least in a better position. But at that point, I didn't see any hope. I was like, this is done. I guess love and I will never live together. We are good. We are fine. And if love wants to come back, it can. But I'm good right now. I don't need someone. I was in that place where I couldn't identify what I need or what I was feeling. I was just like, I'm good alone. And I'm happy. I don't need to feel things. So that's where I was at. But आके करते हैं. ठीक है? Can you please have Sur? What a cool name, right? What a cool name. Keep clapping.
I was trekking and I was muddy and not sexy muddy. So I will say this 4 lines first, that don't judge my poems by what I wear. I open or tie my hairs. One thing I assure you, I will say what others won't do. So पहली कविता है हिंदी में. ये उस टाइम के बारे में है जब हम स्ट्रगल कर रहे होते हैं एंड वी आर नॉट काइंड टू आवरसेल्व्स व्हेन वी आर स्ट्रगलिंग. दूसरे तो बहुत दूर की बात है, लेट्स नॉट गो देयर. वी आर नॉट काइंड टू आवरसेल्व्स एंड आई हैव डिसाइडेड टू बी काइंड टू माई सेल्फ. सो मैंने ये कविता उस समय लिखी हुई है. एंड व्हेन वी गो थ्रू ऑल दैट, एक चल रहा होता है हमारे मन में दैट वी आर गुड फॉर नथिंग. व्हाई? मेरा स्ट्रगल भी तो उतना इम्पॉर्टेंट है. वेरी अकम्पलिश पीपल से मैं स्ट्रगल से बाहर ऐसे होके आया, देन व्हाई नॉट मी? सो मेरा स्ट्रगल भी उतना ही अच्छा है और मेरा स्ट्रगल यज्ञ जैसा है. यज्ञ सब जानते हैं यज्ञ क्या होता है, तो मेरा स्ट्रगल भी यज्ञ जैसा है. तो मैं ऐसा कह रही हूँ कि खूब जल रही हूँ मैं अंदर ही अंदर, कई घंटों दिनों महीनों से सिर्फ धधक रही हूँ. खूब जल रही हूँ मैं अंदर ही अंदर, कई घंटों दिनों महीनों से सिर्फ धधक रही हूँ. इसमें मेरे मनुष्य होने की आहुतियाँ डली हैं. ऐसे मेरे अंतर मन का यज्ञ हो रहा है. दैदीप्यमान सा लगता होगा. दैदीप्यमान बहुत चलता हुआ, दूर से बहुत दिखता है. जो अगर आप यज्ञ करेंगे तो दूर से वो लाइट दिखती है. सो दैदीप्यमान सा लग रहा होगा पर सिर्फ रोशनी है. शायद समिधा से शुरू हुआ हो. समिधा यज्ञ में इस्तेमाल होने वाली लकड़ी है. शायद समिधा से शुरू हुआ हो पर अब सिर्फ खोखला कोयला है. ऐसे मेरे अंतर मन का यज्ञ हो रहा है. अभी स्ट्रगल का या यज्ञ का कोई मोटिव होना चाहिए. कुछ सोच के यज्ञ होता है, राइट? कुछ इंटेंशन रख के. तो मेरे स्ट्रगल का क्यों नहीं? पर माई क्वेश्चन इज, क्या ऐसा ज़्यादा हो गया दैट आई हैव टू गो थ्रू दैट स्ट्रगल? तो मैं कहती हूँ कि मद लोभ सारे षड्रिपु तो पहले ही खत्म हो चुके हैं. आई डोंट थिंक आई एम अ जेलस ह्यूमन. आई डोंट थिंक मुझ में किसी तरह की माया है. इतना तो हम खुद को भी जानते हैं. सो मद लोभ सारे षड्रिपु पहले से ही नष्ट हो चुके हैं. तो क्या यह क्रिया मुझे छलने को शुरू हुई है? प्रश्नों, अविश्वासों और पीड़ाओं की सामग्री तैयार है. What I went through has given me all this. These are byproducts. प्रश्नों, अविश्वासों और पीड़ा का पंचामृत तैयार है. ऐसे मेरे अंतर मन का यज्ञ हो रहा है. बाहर से अश्वमेध की तरह दिखता सा, माइंड यू, बहुत बड़ा यज्ञ है. ठीक है, मैं अपने स्ट्रगल को छोटा नहीं कहूँगी. बाहर से अश्वमेध की तरह दिखता सा, सारी सीमाएं लांघ कर जीतता सा. एवरी फ्रकिंग डे आई एम लिविंग. एवरी डे यू लुक एट मी एंड से, ओह यू लुकिंग नाइस. I know what is going inside, right? So बाहर से अश्वमेध की तरह दिखता सा, सारी सीमाएं लांघ कर जीतता सा, पर अंदर ही अंदर वो अश्व घायल, चिंतित और भ्रमित है. ऐसे मेरे अंतर मन का यज्ञ हो रहा है. ये जो नेक्स्ट लाइन है थोड़ी कंट्रोवर्शियल है, बट आई गिव यू अ बैकग्राउंड. सीता और अहल्या दो कैरेक्टर सबको पता है. उनके लिए जो प्रश्न थे वो सच और झूठ के थे, कि किसने क्या कहा और किसका सच है. द्रौपदी को सब जानते हैं, पर मुझे लगता है द्रौपदी के साथ जो हुआ है वो अनइमेजिनेबल है. वो उन सब के भी परे है. तो मेरा सवाल है कि क्या समझूं मैं सीता सा या समझूं अहल्या सा? ये जो सब चल रहा है इतना है, क्या समझूं सीता सा या समझूं अहल्या सा? पर ये तो छल कपट अहंकार से भरा हुआ है. नहीं नहीं, यह स्वयं याज्ञसेनी सा है. द्रौपदी ऐसे मेरे अंतर मन का यज्ञ है. पर अब मैं थक चुकी हूँ और सामग्री समाप्त होनी चाहिए. पर अब मैं थक चुकी हूँ और सामग्री समाप्त होनी चाहिए. हे मिलित, हे माधव, अपनी अंतिम आहुति दो. मंत्र पुष्पांजलि दो, नैवेद्य को पुकारो. यही आखिरी में होता है कि अब मैं थक चुकी हूँ और सामग्री समाप्त होनी चाहिए. हे मिलिंद, हे माधव, अपनी अंतिम आहुति दो, मंत्र पुष्पांजलि दो, नैवेद्य को पुकारो और इस तरह मेरा यज्ञ पूर्ण करो. बस.
Man, I usually don't say this, but you guys have been like you guys are great all, but you guys are extra sweet and nice, and I'm really grateful that all of you made it today and are doing this. So a big round of applause for yourself. For being here. So we have two more people. 3 years I spent trying to understand myself. Or after I seek therapy, I learned spending time with myself is also nice. I'd never done that all my life, so I'm like, this is a good time to like do that, and I did that. And then guess what? 3 years later, love walks in, and not as a person, but love walks in, and you know, on a very winter morning, while we try to have a hot chocolate and have a conversation. But you know what? Like the chocolate or the cocoa wasn't the sweetest part, because like we were, I'm saying like we were electrifying the moment just by being there. Yeah. Sorry man, I thought of it. Yesterday I'm like, what does love feel like? Electrifying. Okay, so I should like, yeah, so it really felt like that. It was like a buzz, you know, suddenly there was like, oh wow, does it feel like it's back? Because I could feel my emotions, I could feel so much, and I'm like, wow, this feels great. So then actual love as a person entered my life, and it seemed like I'm in a kitchen full of ingredients stocked up, and I can literally make anything at this point. It's like a blank canvas. I can go wild with it, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, fill it with whatever colors. Thank you. Okay. That's it. फिर आगे करते आगे का. ठीक है? Two more people. You know what to do. Can you please add Nikita?
Hi everyone. Thank you for having me. This poetry that I'm going to be performing today, it's dedicated to all the men, and I'm glad there are so many men here. It's about how men, women both are stereotyped, but I think a lot has been spoken about how women are stereotyped. A lot of their problems have been spoken about. But I think we don't speak very often about how men go through a lot too. And it's important that we as women stand up for them and be there for them. And so this poem is titled as something that men have been told very often. 3 very simple words: be a man. Every time my father, my brother, my lover, my friend, they were told to be a man, I always wondered what it is to be a man. When he was a little boy, they told him not to cry, and if he did, they told him, stop crying like a girl, don't be so weak, be a man. So is this why when he grew up, when he was hurt, when he needed help, when he wanted to talk, he chose not to? Because men, they don't express, because men, they don't share, because men, they should be strong. Is this why men commit more suicide than women 4 times more? Because men, they're expected to not ask for help, because men, they'd rather give up on their life. When she accused him of abusing, he wasn't given a chance to explain or prove his side. He lost his job and he was looked down upon by the society, because men, they're all dogs, and a woman would never lie. When somebody approached his girlfriend, he was expected to fight the battle and punch back harder, because if he did not protect her, if he did not win, he wouldn't be a man. When he grew up and he wanted to go abroad to pursue his dreams, he was expected to just give up his dreams and join his father's business, because his son, he's the heir and he has no choice but to take the forced legacy ahead. A small penis is a shame, because a bigger size makes him more of a man. When he couldn't perform or be a macho in bed, it shatters him, because if he doesn't, he wouldn't be a man enough. If he doesn't sleep around with a lot of women, he would be made fun of, because being a man is about sexual conquest and a good score. When he earns less than his partner or chooses to be a full-time father, oh, he's a disgrace to the family, because a man's worth is only equal to his net worth. When he chooses to shave clean, or he wants to become an elementary teacher or a nurse, oh, he's a woman in a man's body, because being a man, it depends on your hair length, and the choice of your profession and caregiving jobs are not for a man. And yet, only when he opens the door for a woman, when he takes charge and fixes a car, when he cleans the sewers, when he builds the buildings, when he gives up his seat for a woman, when he carries all the bags, only then they say he's a man. For years, men have been trying to fit into this definition given by the society, and if they don't, they say he's not a man. As a woman today, I'd like to say this to my father, to my brother, to my lover, and my friend. We're here, and we're listening to you. When you cry, or you laugh, when you fail or you win, you're still a man. When you step in your father's shoes, or you take a flight to your dreams, you're still a man. When you choose to be a full-time father, or you choose to earn money more or
or less, you're still a man. When they blame you or accuse you, we'll give you a fair chance to speak. And if you have to fight, we'll be there by your side because you're still a man. When you choose to not carry our bags or you couldn't fight back, you're still a man because to me, a man is only what the dictionary taught me in these exact words. It says, a person bearing X and Y chromosome in the cell nuclei and usually having a penis, scrotum and testicles is a boy or a man. That's it. It doesn't talk about your profession. It doesn't talk about your net worth, your strength, or the size of your penis. If it's there, it's just fine. It doesn't talk about how you should feel, behave, express, or live. You live a life of your choice, and that's all about being a man. You love and you be loved. That's all about being a man. You live a life of your choice. That's all about being a man. You love and you be loved. That's all about being a man. Your definition is who you want to be. Every man's definition is every man wants to be, and that's all about being a man. So yes, be a man.
Thank you so much. You know for yourself what that was. These guys got up. That's damn sweet, man.
Amazing!
Yeah. Thank you so much. That was mad. Everything was just like in sync at that moment. We've come down to the last person, but before that, I want to wrap this up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we were there, you know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that electrifying strength that I carried, the relationship went downhill after a few months. But I want to focus on something else at this point, okay? I want to really focus on something else. I know I'm going to put this... Okay. I don't know why I'm going to share this with you guys, okay? Last week also I did and fucking audience took advantage of that. They said teasing me with it, dude. I'm telling you, okay, anyways, we'll do that. So, if you guys ever are going to break up with someone, okay? Don't do it in a cafe. On Sunday. If I tell you the name of the cafe also now, you'll just be like, what? No. इधर नहीं बने नहीं मैं काम पे काम रखता हूँ बस ज़्यादा It happened at Candies. Fuck. On a Sunday evening at 5 in the evening, okay? We were in a phase where we were like, okay, let's just take time out to reassess where we are. We'll come back and it'll be great, okay? And this person told me that, hey, the relationship is going to last. Okay, so that reassurance was given me. I was like, okay, fine. I worked on it. I really worked. I reassessed the whole week. Cool, let's do this. Met at Candies, okay, 5 in the evening. I don't want to give you the location, fuck it. I was going to tell you. It was on the top floor. That's it, I'll tell you. It was on the top floor. It was on the top floor and... okay, fine, I'll say it, doesn't matter. Actually, leave it. So...
Now you have to tell us.
Not necessary, it's fine. Okay, so you guys know... You know, on the second floor, there is a chariot looking thing?
Yes.
Exactly there. And I was sitting where people walk in, they see me first. Okay? And now it's been 10 minutes in, and she was like, hey, this is not going to work. And I was like, what? I was like, wait, I thought we were going to we had a... Yeah. And then she said, no, it's not going to work and all. I was like, okay. And I'm really trying to take it in, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, it's okay, just we calm down. I'm trying myself calm down. And then 3.5 minutes later, I started crying. This is the first time in my adult life I'm sitting in a cafe and I'm crying. Usually I've cried with friends and all that. I'm okay with crying, dude. I honestly think we should need to have a crying open mic. I really think. Yeah. I feel like we all should meet, get our comforters. We'll give you tissues, hot chocolate, blanket, get pillows, whatever you find comforting, We'll all sit in a room and just cry. Yeah. No registration, no time limit. Just cry for as long as you want, okay? So, So basically, cries long. It'll be fun. We should do that. But that day it was my own open mic. I was the host and I was the audience in that open mic where I just kept crying. Okay, and I'm looking at this person and in disbelief, right? And I'm trying to like make sense, but I'm also not trying to push her to like change her decision or anything. I'm not trying to be like, oh, you should. But I'm just like, really, like, is this where it's going? Because I don't know. And I'm saying stupid things like, we'll be friends after this. Like, it's alright there, okay? I'm like, just 2-3 months, 6 months baad bhi, it would make sense. But I'm sitting there, I didn't really want to do. And the thing is, Sunday sham 5 baje, yaar, candies. Like, what are you expecting? There's loud music, people are having fun, and I'm like, get out, dude, all of you. I don't want to have fun on a Sunday evening. And people are walking in, and they can see me cry. And I really didn't care at that point. Like, I couldn't think where I am, what I'm doing. And so I would recommend each one of you to not break up with anyone in a cafe. Yeah, go to park, there's so many places in Bombay we can just go, park is good, Marine Drive is great for breakups. Yeah. Any of these beaches.
In the sea directly.
I don't know where you were yesterday. Yeah. It's like, bye. There's water you're talking, you're like, this is not work out, okay, bye. It's really bad, I don't think you should do it. But maybe find a suitable place for it, not a cafe, okay? So please, if you ever want to break up with anyone, please, I request you, okay? Let them cry in peace somewhere, dude. Don't be like pressure ke saath abhi sabke samne na cry now. In a cafe. So cool, yeah, anyway, so that happened in my life, and I mean, I don't know, it left like a ozone layer space in my heart at that point, because I didn't know what to do and I was so lost and everything. But then things moved ahead, and I think love continued being with me. And after a point, love did move in, and now we're sharing rent, and we're like, yeah. And I know in weaker moments it seems very weak. Like it's not, you can't believe when you're really in a weak moment that things are going to get better. But not just love, like in any aspect I feel like things will get better, especially when there's love involved, whether it's romantic or non-romantic. I feel like love has that ability to bring out some part of you that maybe will help you grow, or is helping you grow and be, I think, a better person. So I'm glad that love is in the life, and I hope all of you cherish the love you have for yourself, for someone else, whether it's romantic, whether it's friendship. Love is love, man. I don't think, Okay, cool. Last person at all, and I have to do this because he's come after a long time, and he deserves an introduction and abuses after this, but introduction right now. This person was going to come next. If you've seen our channel, when he joined, and he used to work with us, and then he went A1 for a while to write one poem, and now he's come back after so many years, after writing one perfect poem of his life. So when he was here, when we started working on poetry and all of that at Habitat, this is like 5 years back, we were at 250 subscribers. And he got it from like that to where it is today, which is 2.5 lakhs or 3 lakhs or whatever. Yeah. It's mad, the idea. And he's a dear friend to all of us, and I'm glad that he could make it today, and I'm glad that he's here, and I'm glad that you guys can see him. So, you know what to do. Go wild. Last person, guys. Can we please have Ash Mehta?
I love you. Okay, so seeing Harsh, like I was going to read a poem or whatever. I mean, actually, I'm going to give the choice to you guys. Do you want me to gossip about my love life, or do you want to listen to a poem? Gossip! Okay, so this is 18-year-old me. Okay, 12th standard exams are on. Exams are not on, like February, preparatory leave is on. Okay, and actually there are 2 things in February. One is preparatory leave, and second is Valentine's Day. Okay, so I was dating this girl at that time, and morning 8:30 or something, she calls me, and she's like, "We can't meet because we have to study, but happy Valentine's Day, and I love you," and this and that. All that. And I'm also like, yeah, happy Valentine's Day. So, one sec. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so she says, Happy Valentine's. I'm also like, Happy Valentine's Day and everything. And then 10:30, suddenly she's calling me again. I'm like, hi, what's up? No, actually, you know what? My mom's gone to the church. So, sorry?
We were studying in 12. Your favorite is very happy.
Now I'm suffering now. So yeah, mom's gone to the church. You come quickly, come. I'm like, okay, well, what are we doing? Like, we'll go to the terrace. I'm like, okay. So terrace ke liye I took one say razai and everything also to like sit properly. No, it's Valentine's Day, no? You got to make it worth it. I took some snacks also. It's a proper date weight type kiya, and we had a decent date. What else? Maza aaya. And then after that, now we had our Valentine's Day. I went home. Now we had on the phone we were talking. And we had a Valentine's Day. Now enough. Now we have to study. Okay. 16th of February. Again she calls me. And she's like, listen, mom's gone to church. You come. So again, I'm hiding behind the tree. Her mom goes from the building. Then I go inside. All of that happens. I go to the terrace, and 16th, we have like the best date we ever had. Like, it was so loving. It was so mushy. It was mushy. Okay. So that was great. That was really nice. And then again, I went home. And like, see, now we had such a nice date. Now we have to study. We'll meet after the exams. I'm like, yeah, makes sense. But क्या है ना, खून चख लिया था. So then, again 20th, I'm standing behind the tree. Mom goes, I go inside. And then that day, I don't know what, she had some sixth sense or whatever. She just went and looked at her house and she's like, listen, something is up. You go. I'm like, okay. So then I had the option. The sieving and deeving were connected. So she lived in the sieving. I had the option to go from the deeving, but I mean, I'm a genius, right? Sieving se मैं गया नीचे. Then I had the option to take the elevator or the stairs. I'm a genius, right, guys? So I went by the elevator. I'm going down. चलो ठीक है, अब घर जाना है, जो भी है. इधर ऐसे नीचे जा रहा है, mom. Her mom is standing right there. That woman looks at me and she's like, today you're fucked. Like, she drags me back into the elevator, pulls me into the house, locks the door, beats the shit out of both of us. And she's like, you know, thumping her chest. I'm a God-fearing woman. And most of the conversation that is happening in this entire house is either entirely in Malayalam. So I'm a Gujarati. I have no idea what is happening. I just heard 3 words: father, church, and police. And I am just like, आज तो लंबा कटने वाला है. So then I take my phone out to call mom. Obviously, what else to do? Now at that time it used to cost 60 paisa to make a call. I had 50 paisa in my account. I put my phone back into my bag. I'm like, जो होना होगा अब हो जाएगा. And this is so then. But luckily her sister came, and her sister really liked me. She had met me before and everything, so that was great. उसने mom को मना दिया, जो भी है हुआ, whatever. Then she took me, she dropped me home, and that time she was like, listen, I know you guys are good, you guys are real, but I mean, you guys are real about your love, but this is not going to work simply because of the mother. So just let it be. And yeah, we never met after that. हाँ, but ऐसा story है तुम्हारा. So yeah, this is my story. Thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you so much. I've heard this story before. That's why I was excited, because you guys were so excited in the beginning. I'm like, मारने तक आएगा ना, सब चुप हो जाएगा. Nothing gonna happen. People suddenly like, what? When you said thrashed, they're like, oh. Okay, so that brings us to the end of today's this one. Again, to reiterate, we have a YouTube channel which has the live. You can go see the link, take the link from there. Yeah. You can use it on a social media. Please tag the team. Photos you'll get in your DM from 3 to 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. आ जाएगा. सबका photo लिया है. आ जाएगा. Tension नहीं है. I have a YouTube channel, and I have done a podcast over here on this very stage with poets, some poets and storytellers finding out their process. If you want to check that out, the link is in my Instagram, so you'll have to, all of that jazz. My Instagram is YSOHARSH. It's Why So Harsh. We have open mics on Sundays and Mondays. I'm sorry, but the process remains the same. We can't really allot slots. Anyhow, we have a process. You have to say yes in the comments of that very post for a specific day of Poetry Open Mic, and I will select randomly. Apart from that, please keep doing what you're doing. Right now is a good time to validate each other if you want to. If you like someone's work, please let them know. If you follow each other, like how these guys met today and create something. It's going to be fun. Please keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for coming. You've been a great fucking audience. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.